Ladies and gentlemen, fellow students, hello. Today I stand before you discussing about a topic that impacted our lives with its profound effect on the higher learning students. Remember the time when the students were not allowed to go to school, the time people were not allowed to go to work, the time we are not allowed to leave our house for our own safety, the time we're in quarantine. Ladies and gentlemen, that time was during the COVID-19 pandemic. My name is Awa Salis. I'm a higher learning student and I'm going to discuss about the impact of the COVID-19 on the higher learning students. COVID-19, as we all know, affected whole the world and every aspect of our lives. Universities or any other higher learning institutions are one of the areas where COVID-19 impacted. Universities were once areas which were bustling, thriving, but after the COVID-19 transformed universities and other higher learning institutions into virtual centers. And this shift had a profound effect on the higher learning students. Starting with the effect of the COVID-19 on we as the higher learning students is that we lost our interaction. We faced technological issues or technical issues, and we also faced the connectivity issues. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, we used to attend an in-person class, whereby we interacted with our teacher and our colleagues. But after and during the COVID-19 pandemic, we are only attending virtual classes. And this became a difficulty to us because we faced the technical issues, or even connectivity issues. To some of us who had machines, we faced the connectivity issues or even technical issues whereby your machine can freeze or even break down. And ladies and gentlemen, this impacted our studies. And this is one of the impacts of the COVID-19 on us higher learning students. Additionally, COVID-19 impacted we higher learning students, whereby we faced our difficulty attending classes, or even whereby some of our colleagues, friends dropped out, and also the universities that were attending closed. The universities that were attending closed because it didn't fulfill all the requirements it was required to fulfill in order to perform under the COVID-19. According to the research made, out of 2.6 millions of higher learning students who attended higher learning institution, 6,700 students dropped out after the COVID-19 pandemic. And ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, students, this is a high number of school dropouts. And this is a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Some of our friends, our families, members, and our colleagues dropped out of the school because of the COVID-19, or even our institutions that we attended to get knowledge closed because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Last but not least, COVID-19 pandemic impacted our learning ability, whereby it was difficult to study. COVID-19 pandemic affected our learning abilities, our ability to focus, our ability to learn, and our ability to grow. This is because we're not safe. We're not safe in both our hearts and in our minds. We had this insecure feeling of being affected by COVID-19. Imagine studying while putting on a face mask, having a distance of 1.1 meter between each colleagues, having a virtual class where you cannot interact with your colleagues. Some of the students were depressed, and this became a difficulty to learn, a difficulty to focus, a difficulty to grow. And ladies and gentlemen, this is also another impact of the COVID-19 on the higher learning students, whereby it was difficult for us to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow students, COVID 19 has disrupted our learning experience, whereby we started having virtual classes. We had lost our interactions. Some of us, colleagues, friends, dropped out of the school. We faced a difficulty learning. And those are all the effects of the COVID 19 on we as a higher learning students. But let's not forget that COVID 19 made us realize one thing. COVID 19 revealed us that we are strong and resilient. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, let's seize this moment as an opportunity for growth and embrace the change so as to create a bright future that we need, as to create a bright future for we higher learning students. Thank you for your attention.